Hello, and welcome to the Bold and Brave Collective on Faye Lynne's Lighthouse. I'm Faye Lynne, your host, and today we're going to do things a little differently. I'm going to be stepping into the spotlight and doing a solo show today. This playlist is all about bold and brave women. They've made some really amazing choices and decisions in their lives and moved forward to do some bold and brave things. But today, I'm going to talk to you, a woman who's ready to take the next bold step. I'm going to walk you through the framework that we use at Faye Lynne's Lighthouse called the Bold Rebuild. And actually, I'm in the middle of a bold rebuild myself right now. So this is a perfect time to do it. And you know what my bold rebuild is? This YouTube channel. We'll get into it a little more, and I'll tell you a little bit how that framework has propelled me to be sitting here today. But before we take a deep dive into the bold rebuild that I'm currently in right now, I want to just do a quick recap of the 5 ladies that are on this show. They have given me so much support and trust to come on here as I'm just launching. So I want to make sure that you hear a little bit about their story and that you would go back and listen, binge the whole thing, watch the whole thing. We had Kathy, who left a 17-year career to lead Schools of Hope in Honduras. And you have to hear her story, how she got there. We have Lorna George. She empowers women over 50 with her VIP framework that she created. You have to listen to Lorna. Beth, who motivated us by bringing infectious energy. She showed us that you need to show up and be bold, no matter what obstacles come your way, no matter what age you are. If you know you're doing the thing you need to do, Beth just taught us to do it, no matter what happens, whatever comes in front of you. Then we had Simone W. Johnson Smith. She's an author and a podcaster. She turned cultural challenges into a superpower. She helps people that immigrate into other countries and how they can decode. She wrote a book. She has a podcast. You need to get in touch with Simone. All the information will be in their shows. So make sure you watch their shows so that you don't miss out. Then we have Carol Randall. She found her bold voice by speaking in front of crowds, starting with smaller ones, moving on to bigger crowds. And she really is doing a lot of self-leadership. She has opened up new doors, new opportunities for herself by leading herself well. And she's one of the many people who think that leadership is for someone else. Everyone else is a leader, but I'm not. But Carol learned that you really are a leader. Everyone leads their own life. And that's the question I always ask everyone. Who is leading your life? You are, right? So you are a leader, and everyone deserves to be led well. So you deserve to learn how to lead yourself well. Those are the 5 people that were on the show. Quick recap of them. And every one of them has an amazing story. You have to give it a listen. I might not have mentioned that, but give them a listen. Listen to those ladies. Now, when these ladies came on the show, before they even came on the show, when I sent them an invitation asking them if they would be on, I sent them 4 questions. Number 1, what would you say is the pivot point that sparked your bold move? Number 2, what obstacles did you face that really tested your bravery, and how did you overcome them? Number 3, how did you keep your bold voice brave when fear creeps in? And number 4, for anyone hesitating to take their first step, how would you encourage them to step it up? Now, those 4 questions weren't just random questions that I threw out there to them. They fall in line with the bold rebuild that we created at Faye Lynne's Lighthouse. And you'll see how it fits into those 4 stages. And when I go through the stages and show you the framework, I'm also going to relate it to the questions that the ladies were asked and how it falls into place. And yes, go watch their show so that you hear their answers to these questions. All the bold and brave women that have been on this series have a story. I didn't know all their stories. I know some of their stories, but not all of it. And as they unfolded and started to answer these questions, I could see that pattern. And that's the pattern that I recognized throughout my life, that when I had to take a next step and move to the next level, I followed this framework. Let's take a look at it and you'll see how it lines up. Stage 1 is the beacon. The beacon is your why. It's the light that guides you through life's storms. My why, my beacon, is that I really wanted to help influence people that they could shine brighter so they can lead better. I've wanted to do that. I've done that throughout my life. But when I started Faye Lynne's Lighthouse a few years ago, that was my goal. I want to help people to shine brighter so they can lead better. Now, that's my why. I tried a lot of different things. I started my business, and then I was on a podcast with a friend of mine, and we did that. We were sharing stories of people that were shining bright in this world and things that had happened in their lives and testimonies of that goodness that they have had in their lives. Now, when that show ended, something inside of me was really full of pain and hurt because it was over. And yet I felt like that's what I needed to do to get out in this world to help people shine brighter and lead better. That's what triggered that why of mine, the beacon, is what triggered my bold rebuild. I thought to myself, here I go again. I'm going to start this pattern where I need to find out my why and move on and on. So my why is still the same. I want to make a global impact. I want to help people. And we have so many tools and resources to do that, right? We can come on YouTube. We can go have a podcast. And that is my beacon, my why. I want to make a global impact. And that's what brings me to the next stage, stage 2. Stage 2 is the current. The current is where we have to face reality. We have to say, honestly, where are we right now? We want to go in this direction. We want to go towards our beacon, but where are we right now? The currently where we are at current, I know, but current, the way I picture it is that are there things that are drawing you towards an end that's not really the end that you want to get to? The current could be obstacles that are along the way, things that are in your path that just are not bringing you where you want to go. They could be bringing you that way. The current can bring you anyway, but the current is also, where are we currently? Where are we standing? Are we moving towards that path? We have to start taking a look at things that are in our life that might be drawing us in the wrong direction. They're not necessarily a bad thing or a wrong thing, but they're not bringing us towards the goal, the why, the beacon that we have before us. And that's where I asked the people or the ladies on the show, what is an obstacle that you faced along the way? They all had obstacles. No one says I never had an obstacle as I'm trying to reach a certain goal that I have in my life. Most of us do. We have an obstacle in our way, but you need to recognize it honestly. Sometimes that takes a mentor or a consultant, someone speaking with you that can say, look, you may think this is a good thing that you're doing, but it's not bringing you towards the final goal. You need to take a bold and brave step and walk away from what you're doing or do less of that and add some other things into your life. And that's the current. Honestly, recognizing where you are right now and how are we going to use that to spark us to move forward. Stage number 3 is the path. The path is what we need to do to get from where we are, the current, we figure out where we are, to where we want to be to get closer to our beacon. We have to have a path. We have to have some kind of tools in place. So for example, when I started this YouTube channel, I thought of all the things I needed to accomplish and really I thought I had a clear path ahead of me, but there was a lot more to it than I thought there was. But I had a mentor. I had someone that I could lean on, ask the questions, and then she would say, oh, no, definitely add this to your path or take this away from your path. So you have to have other people who can just show you your blind spots and just a lot of things I just didn't know. I didn't know what it took to create something or to be a part of something like this. That's why we need other people in our lives. We can't do these things alone. This path, this from point A to point B, there's a lot of different people along the way. You might start out with a person and end up ending it with a different person. That's fine. We all need people along the way. But that stage number 3 is the path. We have our beacon, our why. And then we have our current. Where are we? And is it getting us to our beacon? And then we have to make a path. We have to get rid of some of those obstacles. And that's what I asked the ladies, what do you do to stay bold and brave? And a lot of those ladies are saying you have to look ahead to the things you want to accomplish or see the difference that you want to make. And that keeps you going. Or even look back and see the things that have happened along the way to bring you where you are. Even those things are tools in your path to remember the things that had happened and how far you've come. And that's number 3, the path. Number 4, the light ahead is where you make an impact. You're the light for the next person coming along wanting to do a bold rebuild. You're helping other people to be bold and brave. You know, it's like a ripple. You hit something and the ripples out around you. That's how your sphere of influence is going to change because they're going to see something in you. You're going to shine brighter and lead better as you go through this framework. And that's where we'd love to partner up with you and help you to find your beacon and to move forward in the way that you want to move forward in your life so you can make a difference. The women that were on the show, the question that we asked them that corresponded to it was, what would you say to someone that's just waiting to take that next bold step in their lives? And they all had a good word of encouragement. Make sure you watch the other shows so you can hear those words of encouragement. But let me encourage you today. Let the next step you take be just reaching out, get a mentor, get a free consultation with Faye Lynne's Lighthouse. We can help you find where your beacon is and work towards that bold rebuild so you can be a light ahead to other people around you. Like I told you at the beginning, I am in the middle of my own bold rebuild with this YouTube channel. I just want to encourage you that we can do this together. If you want to start something, if you're in the middle of a transition in your life and you need to make some changes, or if you're dreaming about something that you want to do, I can help. Reach out, go to faylynslighthouse.com and you will see a way to book a free consultation. Let's sit down. Let's find out, what is your beacon? What is your why? What are you moving towards? Because once you know what that is and start taking those first steps, you'll see that ripple. It'll just start going and you'll end up being the light ahead for someone else. Before we end this series, I want to tell you about one other surprise question that I asked the guests. We had a lot of laughs with it. The question was, if you could have a theme song play every time you walked into a room, what would it be and why? And I thought it would only be fair for me to have to answer the question too. For me, when I asked that question to myself, the first song that came out of my mind was a song called Wherever We Go by the Newsboys. And it's all about wherever we go, that's where the party's at. It's an old one, 2006. Hard to believe that's an oldie. When I heard that, the first time I heard that song, I thought, that's awesome. Everything is a party. Everywhere we go is a party. But it's not a party about, look at me, I'm at the party. It's what we bring to the party. It's the light we bring to the party. I'm a Christian. I'm a believer. The light that I bring is Jesus. So I'm bringing him to the party. So everywhere we go, that's where the party's at. And there's a few lines in here that just said, let's throw this party in gear. We brought the welcome mat. Wherever we go, that's where the party's at. We don't claim any know-how. We're giving God all that. Wherever we go, that's where the party's at. We have to remember we're bringing and carrying the light wherever we go. And that's the song that came to mind. As soon as I asked the question, what theme song would I want to play into a room and why? Why? Because life can be a party and we can celebrate and have light, and our beacon, our why, is something that's inside of us. That's our light, and we want to light a way for the rest of the world. Let me throw that question out to you. If you could have a theme song play every time you walked into the room, what would it be and why? You can tell me in the comments, or better yet, book a consultation, a free consultation, I might add, with me, and let's talk face to face and tell me what your answer would be to that question. And let's try to see where your beacon is coming from. What's the light that you want to shine in this world? Because we can get there through the bold rebuild. So until next time, stay bold and brave, and thank you for listening to the Bold and Brave Collective. Do not miss the other shows. Watch them all. Thank you. Thank you for watching today's solo episode of the Bold and Brave Collective. This series has featured bold and brave women whose impact has definitely caused a huge ripple in our world. Connect with any of us to hear more of our stories, and we'd love to hear your stories too. Visit us at faylynslighthouse.com and book a free consultation. I'd love to sit face to face and chat and hear what your next bold and brave move is going to be. Again, thank you for listening. If you've enjoyed these shows, subscribe to the channel. You don't want to miss out, and we'd love to have you be a part of our Bold and Brave Collective.